Introducing the reigning, defending, undefeated IBF welterweight champion of the world, Jaron Ennis.
This program is brought to you by Johnny Boy Boxing. Hit that subscribe button and automatically enter to win signed boxing memorabilia from your favorite fighters. Every week we select subscribers who do what the videos say and send free autographed boxing memorabilia to them. So, subscribe. Enjoy the program. This is not just another fight build-up.
Jaron Ennis, a guy to watch. Pro experience right over the top, sorry. And pro experience Ennis, a lot of fights for a fighter who turned.
This is the moment a weight class transforms under pressure. One man moves up with intelligence, precision, and calm danger.
It's in the dimensions 1 and 3 with
The other moves forward with violent certainty and endless force.
There you go, do it again! Do it again! You can't, there you go, keep going!
One calculates in silence, one destroys in motion. At 154 pounds, the rules change. Old limits are gone, new monsters rise. And these two names now sit at the center of the storm. Their stories are different, their paths are brutal, but their destination is the same: control, dominance, and legacy in the super welterweight division. The collision. No one can stop. The air feels heavier every time their names sit in the same sentence. Jaron Boots, Ennis, Vergil Ortiz Jr., two forces, one target, one division, one future. 154-pound division is no longer just a weight class. It is now a battlefield.
Stand up, and that's it. It is over. Vergil Ortiz.
And these two men are walking toward it without fear. The boxing world stands at the edge of something violent and historic. No warm-up, no gentle path, only forward pressure. Ennis brings cold calculation. Ortiz brings raw destruction. One fights like a silent sniper.
As a righty and then switches to southpaw. Good right hand there and a left hand behind it. 2 body shots make it 5 body shots.
The other fights like a marching tank.
Ortiz has no problem sitting on his punches. And another right hand lands. Valdez trying to survive. He's able to slip, but he eats another.
Their styles do not blend. They collide. Every fan can feel it coming. Every gym talks about it. Every analyst sees the storm forming. This is not a casual rise in weight. This is a shift in power. This is a takeover in progress. Boots is no longer draining himself for 147. That struggle is gone. At 154, he's breathing fuller. He's standing stronger. His legs look alive again. His shoulders do not sag. His mind is clear. When he stepped into the ring at this new weight, he did not test the waters. He smashed them. He dropped his opponent again and again. He finished the job. The crowd knew it. The fighters knew it. The division felt it. That night was a warning. That night was a launch. A fighter who already had speed now added natural strength. A fighter who already had precision.
They feel that they need to change the plan. And
that right hand down goes Clayton for the second time in his career.
Now added deeper power. This was no experiment. This was evolution happening in real time. Jaron Boots Ennis, the silent technician. Ennis never needed noise to prove who he is. His fists speak. His movement speaks. His control speaks. He grew up in a boxing family. The craft is in his blood. He learned discipline early. He learned patience early. He learned that speed without control is useless. Over the years, he sharpened every tool. Head movement, angle changes, timing, distance control. He became hard to hit, harder to read, and even harder to escape. At welterweight, he looked untouchable at times. He slipped punches that should have landed. He countered shots that came too slow. Fighters stepped in confident and left confused, broken, and frustrated. But greatness requires adaptation. And Boots understood the limits of his old weight. The cut drained him. The final pound stole his energy. Staying at 147 would have slowly dimmed his light. A true champion does not wait for decline. He moves before it arrives. Moving to 154 gave him oxygen again. It gave him balance. With that balance, his combinations became heavier. His punches no longer looked forced. They looked natural. His defense tightened even more because his body no longer fought itself. This is the version of Boots that is meant to be seen. This is the version meant to face monsters like Ortiz. At 154, Boots is not just a fighter. He is a calculator with fists. He reads patterns fast. He sets traps in seconds. He uses space like a weapon. Every move is 2 steps ahead. He may not rush, but when he strikes, the damage is immediate. He does not rely on lucky punches. He relies on precision and planning. And against a pressure fighter like Ortiz, that brain could be the greatest weapon in the ring. Vergil Ortiz Jr., the walking destruction. Ortiz does not enter the ring to make art. He enters to break will. He is built for confrontation. His style is simple, brutal, and brutally effective.
Herrera stumbles back. Herrera is under attack from Vergil Ortiz.
Forward movement, heavy combinations, no retreat. His presence alone shifts the atmosphere in an arena. The moment the bell rings, his opponent feels the hunt begins. There is no pause in him, no hesitation, only pressure that stacks round after round, punch after punch. His knockout record tells a real story, not padded, not lucky.
Ortiz thinks he's got him and he might have. Back against the ropes. He'll take a knee.
Every finish a result of force, training, and intent. He doesn't win on points. He doesn't play safe. He closes the show. At 154, his body looks stronger and more natural. The extra weight does not slow him. It feeds him. His punches thud louder. His stance looks heavier. His punch resistance increases. He is not thinner. He is not weaker. He is fully formed at this weight. Ortiz knows what Ennis represents. He knows skill and speed could frustrate him, but he also knows pressure breaks rhythm. Pressure forces mistakes, and Ortiz feeds on mistakes.
And ferocious finisher. Big left hook. Down goes the machine for the 3rd time.
If he traps Ennis on the ropes, if he corners him for even seconds, his power becomes dangerous. That's where he thrives. That's where fights end. He doesn't need perfect form. He needs contact. And once he lands, he doesn't stop. This is why this matchup feels like fate. Intelligence versus chaos. Precision versus violence. Calm versus storm. And in boxing, that contrast creates legend. A division on edge, a world watching. The entire 154-pound division feels the tremor of this possible clash. Other fighters watch in silence. Promoters make calls. Gyms prepare backup plans. Because once this happens, the structure changes. The winner doesn't just move forward. The winner becomes the center of the division. Titles follow. Big names follow. Big money follows. The division reorganizes around one king. Boots would bring a new type of champion. A technical, methodical, intelligent ruler of the ring. He would open the door to unification, to complete control. His name would sit next to the greats who moved up and dominated. His run would be studied. His footage would be replayed for years. Ortiz would bring a different reign, a reign of fear, a reign built on knockouts and dismantling. Opponents would fear exchanges. Fans would fill arenas for the chance to see destruction. He would become a main event magnet, a fighter that people buy tickets to watch because something violent is guaranteed. Either way, boxing wins. The sport regains pure, raw excitement. No politics, no dancing around. Just 2 skilled men preparing to prove who is real. Their camps already live in war mode. Sparring is brutal. Conditioning is ruthless. Every day is a test. No shortcuts. No comfort. Because both men understand that talent alone will not be enough. This fight, if signed, will demand the best version of both. Mentally, physically, spiritually. Legacy, power, and the final impact. This isn't just about now. This is about history. Years from now, fans will look back on this era and point to this moment as the turning point. The night when youth and hunger reshaped a division. The night when a technician and a destroyer stood across from each other and decided who ruled the future. If Ennis wins, he proves that mind and mastery can defeat pressure. He proves that controlled skill is still king in chaos. He becomes not just a champion, but a blueprint. Other fighters will study how he did it. Young boxers will build their style around his movement, his calm, his precision. If Ortiz wins, he proves that unstoppable force can break even the most gifted technician. He proves that heart and heavy hands can cut through science. He becomes the embodiment of power in the modern era. A reminder that boxing is still primal at its core. No matter the outcome, the echo will be loud. The division will never be the same. Fans will call it a classic even before it happens. The stage is ready. The future is waiting. The only thing left is the moment of impact. And if you want to stay locked into this kind of raw, cinematic boxing breakdown, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and stay ready, because the war at 154 is just getting started.